What is a zine? A zine is a self-made booklet that is usually made by hand and distributed in small batches. A zine is short for magazine, or some say fanzine, and is usually made from 1 to 2 sheets of paper, so it's like a little tiny version of a magazine. It can be constructed many different ways, but traditionally zines are made on paper and folded with just a few simple folds. Zines can be copied for distribution or made one of a kind. They can contain topics that the creator chooses, from political messages, stories, pictures, and ideas. Their contents can incorporate writing, drawing, photography, collage, or any other form combining words and imagery. The text of a zine can be presented in a comic-like style, more journalistic, or my favorite, abstract and very colorful. What I love most about zines is that they are easy to create with simple tools, art supplies, and/or thoughts, but they can have a profound impact on those who read them, and they are really fun to make too. Keep watching and I'll show you how. Today we're going to make this colorful 8-page mixed media zine. Alright, let's get started. I am using an 11 by 14 inch piece of paper. You can use regular printer paper, which is 8.5 by 11 if you choose to do that. And I always like to start with just creating an undercoat, so I'm playing with my watercolors here, spraying some water on there and getting just some color on my base layer. I like to create my zines open first instead of doing it page by page, because then it just adds a little more spontaneity and I don't quite know what is going to land on which page when I fold it, so it's just a little more fun and freeing for me. Now, of course, there are a ton of different ways to create zines. A lot of zines are just black and white with a pen and hand-drawn, handwritten, and those can be just as amazing as adding these bright colors. So it totally depends on what your style is, what your vibe, what you're going for. So play around with it. I tend to lean into the more colorful, abstract, mixed media look, and so that's why I'm incorporating all these colors. But you do whatever feels good for you. And though this zine that I'm creating right now can look kind of complex, it's really not. I mean, you're seeing me create it right here. So I just have some basic paint, highlighter pen, some Posca pen, some just regular markers, and some washi tape. And I'm just kind of playing here, getting some colors down. And now I'm going to incorporate some of my mixed media collage pages, which are available with the link below. These are awesome for incorporating onto really bright, vibrant colors, because the black and white patterns just really pop against these colors. So I just adore these, and I've been getting some really good feedback from you all, so I'm glad you're enjoying them too. But I am just gluing them down with a regular glue stick, not using really anything too expensive here. And that is what's so fun with these zines, is you don't have to go crazy with art supplies. This piece here I printed on vellum, so it's a little bit transparent, so you can see some of the color popping through, which I love. It's a nice little touch. And you can see it's already coming together. Adding a little bit of washi tape on top, just because I can't resist. All right, and then once my page starts to feel pretty full, knowing that I'll probably go back and add some text or some images to this zine, I don't have to fill up the page completely. So I just kind of get it to a point where I feel satisfied with it. And now it's time to fold the zine. This is the fun part. So the first step is to fold it in half like a hamburger, so the short ways. Just try to line up your edges as good as you can and give it a good crease. I sometimes like to use a bone folder here if you have one, but you don't absolutely need one. Okay, and then fold it in half the long ways like a hot dog. Open it back up. And then you're going to fold each end into that middle crease. And I'm going to slow down the video here just for a second. So after you do those folds, you should have 8 different sections of folds, and then you fold it back the original way and cut from the folded end into that first crease, as you can see here. So not all the way through, and you're going to come out with a little slit in the middle of your page, and then you kind of just squish it together until it folds naturally. And you can start folding it into a book. There we go. Give it another crease once you're satisfied with how it's all folded. And then you have the makings of your zine created now. And now is the part where You can add text, add photographs, whatever you'd like to these pages. I often go back and add little details on each page, which is what I'm going to do here. So I usually like, just because this is my style, again, you do not have to do this, but I usually like to go back, and any edges that are still white that you can see from the folding process, I like to just color those in just to fill in that space a little bit. And the first thing I'm going to do on my cover is use a little clip here to hold it all down. And then I got these little sticker letters that I'm going to add the word joy just to the front. It's super quick and easy, and I love the modern lettering that I found here. And for the remainder of the zine, I'm going to go back and add some details, but I'm not going to add words just yet. I'm not quite ready for that. But this is certainly the place where you could easily add some text, add some photos, whatever you'd like. So I'll go ahead and turn on some music and let you guys enjoy the rest of this process, and I'll meet you back here in a second. Alright, so I am done adding my design elements, and now I'm going to open it up and show you what this looks like. So very colorful, very vibrant, and plenty of room to add my text. And with my text, I can either print out some text and glue it on. I can handwrite the text. There's so many different ways, and if you look back at some of my past zine videos, I cover all the different ways to add text and photographs to these zines. And now I just like to add a little touch just to show you all, if you were ever to make this into a gift or to give it to a friend or whatever, I like to use a little bit of string here to wrap around the zine, and that kind of finishes it off. And real quick, before I finish this video, I want to show you a couple of zines that I've created in the past. This one here is the last one that I mailed out as part of my zine subscription. This is an accordion style fold, and as you can see, it's long and skinny, but it still packs a lot of colors and text, and it's super fun. This next one is more of a traditional fold, so it's just an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper that when you open up, it has a little slit in the middle, and that's what helps create all the different pages. Here's one that I created on the computer and then printed out, so it's more like a booklet. It's stapled in the middle, and it's just a little more refined and cleaned up. Really love that one. Another one here is spiral bound. I was experimenting a bit, and so that one's fun and colorful. And then here again is another traditional one. This one is just made on bigger sheet of paper. As you can see, when you open these up, they're super colorful. And you can incorporate any kind of message that you would like. And this one is quite large. This I just made with markers. And this one is much bigger, but still that same traditional fold. So there's some I've made in the past I hope this video has been helpful for you all. If you have any questions about zines or zine making, feel free to contact me anytime. And I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching. Cheers!